this video about 45 seconds ago. Yes, it's been a while since my last video, not too awfully long, but it was over a week ago, and the reason why I haven't posted another video is because I have been on vacation, and yeah, sorry, my computer is popping up with something. I don't care about a restart later. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, the reason why I've not posted in a week and a half is because I've been on vacation, and it was really fun. Had a lot of cool experiences, and it was with the family, and that's always good. So I was kind of frantically most of the day trying to figure out, okay, what is this week's video gonna be? And I had a bunch of different ideas, which I'll probably use at a later date, but none of them were clicking. None of them I was passionate about. I was like, I could not figure out what to do, and it had been going on for days. I had been trying to figure out what to do, and this idea just struck me. So I think it's gonna be cool. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm gonna be going through my backpack, like cleaning it out. I've already got all this stuff on the table, but this was sophomore year, high school, and I've got all this stuff laying out on the table, and I'm just gonna kind of go through stuff, reminisce. A lot of it makes no sense and just shows how genuinely crazy I am, so that's always fun. So we're just gonna jump right in, I guess. This was in the bottom of my backpack, and I have no idea. Oh my god. This is gonna make me seem like a terrible student, but oh my goodness. This is hilarious. Okay. So, we are reading the book To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, you can't see any of that. Well, maybe you can a bit. I draw on like all my papers and destroy them, but this was shoved in the bottom of my backpack, and we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird, and we had a quiz over a few chapters that I did not read because, well, I was not very fond of my English teacher, and towards the end of the year I got very fed up, and you can see the score is a 3 out of 10, so I just wrote down random answers that didn't make any sense, but it was also towards the end of the year, and I was getting that, like, summaritis. I love the sounds of paper. Okay, once again, absolutely no idea what any of this is. This is a report card. It's not gonna be that bad. I'm not gonna show you which high school I go to or the address of the high school, obviously, but I will read you the grades. So, class of 2020, grade 10, this was third quarter. English 2, B. Spanish 2, A. Obviously, English is my first language. Why I was doing better in Spanish than English, I have no clue. Biology, B+. Ceramics and mixed media, A-. I absolutely love that class. I love making art. That class was so fun. We got to do pretty much whatever we wanted in terms of like artwork. Geometry, B-. That went down in fourth quarter, definitely. International relations, A-. And world history, B. The last three classes are all the same teacher, which he is my favorite teacher. I adore him, and I had him for the last 3 hours of the day. I would get out of lunch and go straight to his class and stay there the rest of the day. And him being my favorite teacher, that was always my favorite part of the day. So, little mini story in there. This is not interesting at all. This is reteaching activity 17, revolution and enlightenment. -5, 33 points out of 38. I was getting dock points because apparently I did not include enough information, but no shade to the teacher. was the student teacher at the time. I won't tell you his name because he'd hurt me. No, I'm kidding. He's awesome. But I don't think he wants to be put online like that. Bunch of crap about Bach and Mozart and Prussia and political life. And honestly, world history is so easy because it's just fill in the blank worksheets and you copy that out of the book. Guided reading activity 23, Rise of Modern Japan. 28 out of 30 points. Ooh, I don't think this was my final. This was Modern China. 105 out of 113 points. In what year did the second 5-year plan start? I put 1953. It was apparently 1958. So, oh well. So these are very good folders. I love these. I think I've used them for a couple years actually. I just keep them at the end of the year and reuse them because they're so durable. These are 5-star folders. And oh, there's a story behind this. So this just goes to show you how much of a procrastinator I am. Here it is. I made this at the beginning of the year. I wanted to put this in my locker, and this was going to, like, have all of my classes written on it, and I would put this in my locker to help me remember. What you're not seeing on screen is, like, the crap watercolor design I did on it with markers in a Ziploc bag, because I saw that DIY somewhere, and it's still in the folder. So it is July, summer after sophomore year, and it's still not done. So some crap about the Civil War. I do like history somewhat, but it's also can be very boring. Oh, this isn't supposed to be in here. This is English. Not organized at all. Stuff over Bleeding, Kansas. Oh, I like this. This is dated 11/5/17, so that's November 5th of 2017. And this was a writing project. As much as I didn't like the English teacher, I do like writing. This says, I have 3 goals to accomplish before I die. I want to grow in my relationship with God and do His will and fulfill my destiny in Christ. I also want to have a meaningful career and have lots of dogs. I want to grow in my relationship with God, do His will, and fulfill my destiny in Christ. In order to do that, I need to read my Bible and devotional every day. We're working on that. I also need to go to church twice a week. I also need to never be comfortable, or in other words, always be growing in my relationship with Him. The stuff on here about having to read your Bible every day or having to go to church twice a week, that I'm not saying that is everybody's personal, like, goal. I'm saying for me, that's what's gonna keep me, like, going and, like, out of depression and, like, keep my life in order, because I'm a mess. I want to have a meaningful career. To do this, I need to go to college. I also need to live in an area with plenty of job opportunities. I also want to have lots of dogs. To do this, I need to make plenty of money. I also need to have a big house with a big yard. Kind of basic, but, you know, when school's aggravating and you're just wanting to do the bare minimum. Of Mice and Men, Chapter 5, 18 out of 18. I must have read that one. -1 for not using blue or black ink. She won't be missed. She retired. 22 out of 24. Oh, she wrote great job on this one. But, like -3 for different petty little things, but that's okay. Very good on that one. Great job on job. Not sure what happened. Was it me? Life dream essay, writing assignment, vocabulary, glumly. Oh, that's good. Glumly, 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 glumly. Once again, this should not be in here. I don't know why all my subjects are mixing into this folder. Maybe that's why it's so full. SVS High School Spanish, Unit 6A. To talk about things in a bedroom. La alfombra, rug. El armario, closet. La cama, bed. La comoda, dresser. Las cortinas, curtains. El cuadro, painting. El despertador, alarm clock. El dormitorio, bedroom. El espejo, mirror. El estante, shelf, bookshelf. La lámpara, lamp. La mesita, night table. La pared, wall. And it's got crap about like electronic equipment. To talk about eating out. El camarero, waiter. La camarera, waitress. La cuenta, bill. Oh, that's good. That is good for ASMR. La cuenta. That might be too aggressive. We have a bunch of stuff about Spanish. We have an English assignment that I didn't put any effort into. 32 out of 39. Oh, I must have gotten really bored in class. Yeah, I did kind of draw all over that. What in the world is on the back? It says, necesitas hacer cola. No, señor. ¿Por qué no? Porque no quiero. Vas a morir. Muerto. And then a little drawing of a dead person. That just goes to show how bored and how crazy school can make you, because this translates to, you need to make a line. No, mister. Why not? Because I don't want to. You're going to die. Dead. Section 3. Stuff about Muslim, religion. Abu Bakr. Different, people. That Spanish class was so ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Spilling the tea. There it is. The principal was saying stuff about not printing off as many papers, yet for whatever god-awful reason, we got these. We have Harry Potter Kid, I Love Lucy, Harry Potter Kid, Marilyn Monroe. Some coloring sheets. You know, technically I'm a junior now. At that time I was a sophomore. So, I just think it's interesting we're getting coloring sheets as an assignment. Seriously, I don't understand. deliciosa. Delicious. Rico. Rich or tasty. Flashcard assignments. Issues to address on your PowerPoint. This was my Civil War final. That class was only a semester. Issues to address on your PowerPoint. Where was the battle fought? Show it on a map. Map of the military movements during the battle by both sides. Commanding officers for both the Union and the Confederates. How many men fought for both the sides during the battle? There's like 9 points on here. We had to pick a battle from the Civil War and make a PowerPoint about it. So. Oh, my wonderful English teacher made a note at the bottom of this paper. Review what a symbol is. I don't see how. The blood is symbolic of the narrator's father's death. Be careful to brave information from the story. I can't read cursive. I have no idea. So apparently blood is not symbolic of death, because that makes sense. Personal narrative essay. Boring. Notes on a history movie we had to write. Paper on the causes of the Civil War. World history essay questions. Oh my goodness. So basically, the teacher of Civil War decided he was going to be a prankster. And in order... our final was to review these 4 questions. However, the answers to the questions are incredibly long. And he said that he was just going to give us the questions, and then from memory we had to write out the answer to the questions, not word for word, but we had to get all the information in there. And when he handed it to us, he had written on the whiteboard, read the directions, and the directions at the top of the page said, flip to the back. And at the back it said, if you're reading this, sign your name, turn it into the tray, have a Merry Christmas. It was first semester, and if you did not follow directions, then he was gonna take a score on like the actual answers. Like if you started writing, he was gonna actually take the score. So, I mean, one kid fell for it. The rest of us kind of like looked around and was like, what's happening? And kind of fell into line quickly. But I was so close, like I was about to start writing. The only thing that saved me is that the longest question was on the back, and I wanted to go back to that and write that one out first before I'd slip my memory. So I saw the sign your name thing. I was like, what in tar? But ancient Greece, 100 out of 100. I love Greece. Obviously I did well on that one because it's Greece. Oh. Characteristics of a well-written paragraph. No thank you. Guillermo and Anita recently moved with their family from Puerto Rico to your town. Your Spanish teacher has asked you to interview Guillermo and make a chart of his family tree. Sophomore year was interesting. This is mostly just Spanish crap, and I've talked about that enough, so don't get me wrong, I love the Spanish language, but that class was just not. No. This is something about my health insurance history that I forgot to turn in, so let's hope I don't die at school. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on here. Oh, there is a lot of medications and heart conditions, in which I don't have, but like legal guardian signatures. I really should have turned all that in. The technology usage agreement. I am such a procrastinator. I forget everything. So, don't ask how I got through sophomore year. Oh, notes on how to do laundry, because I was going to start doing my own laundry, but then that fell through. Oh, the syllabus for world history, the syllabus for geometry, student contracts that I did not turn in. I didn't turn in anything. How did I even graduate sophomore year? High school science guidelines and expectations, biology course information, journal. You can see how that's literally just how the folder looks now, because there was like a complete overhaul of things. Don't have a ton of stuff in here. I'm not sure what's in here. We have a poem that I wrote about Jesus. Obviously, we have answer sheet for a geometry final study guide. We have the geometry final study guide, which took an entire forest to make. Do you see how many pages? There is 40 pages and 122 questions. So let's pretend we care about the environment. Progress report. B minus. That was geometry because everything was participation except for a few things. Just looking back at this stuff, like, throws me into a panic attack almost. Oh Lord, thank God geometry's over. I'm not good at math. I'm horrible at math. Oh my God. So, I get $20 every 2 weeks for allowance. And I really, this is so stupid, I really wanted a dinosaur suit, you know, one of those inflatable ones that you would put on. And, I wrote out a budget and how much I was going to spend on things until I was able to save up the money until the dinosaur suit. So we have $4 per 2 weeks of Taco Bell, $7 for 2 weeks of eating at the church because they do meals, $2 for 2 weeks of tithing, $13 for 2 weeks out of $20, which leaves me with $7 of excess, which means 3 weeks until the dinosaur suit, which was $14.99 plus tax, which I did not end up getting because expenses came up. The geography of the Cold War. What was containment? History simulation activity. I'm literally out of my mind. How did I... Look at what I wrote on the side of this paper. That says, go ahead, lollipop, twig and berry, and craters. What do we do all day in school? North Korea quiz, history simulation activity. Oh, creature 6. Some sort of informational paper. Chapter 26. World War II quiz. A random notebook. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I was calling my friend gay on this notebook. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is awesome. Okay. So there's a girl at school that me and her both have the same taste in music, so we were recommending songs for each other. And this is an entire page of songs that she recommended for me. Tom Petty, Wildflowers. Tom Petty, Won't Back Down. Joan Jett, Crimson and Clover. The Eagles, Lion Eyes. Bon Jovi, Bad Medicine. Motley Crue, Kickstart My Heart. Young Cannibals, She Drives Me Crazy. The Eagles, Take It Easy. Eddie Rabbit, I Love a Rainy Night. Styx, Lady. Styx, Radio Silence. Styx, Come Sail Away. AC/DC, For Those About to Rock. The Cars, Just What I Needed. The Cars, My Best Friend's Girlfriend. Tom Petty, Last Dance with Mary Jane. Cat Stevens, The Wind. Cat Stevens, If You Want to Sing Out. Eddie Money, Shaken. Dan, I Don't Know. Oh, she didn't know his last name. American Pie. John Mellencamp, Cherry Pie. John Mellencamp, Hurts So Good. Def Leppard, Armageddon It. I don't know what that is. Journey, Separate Ways, Loverboy, Loving Every Minute of It. Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper, and Van Halen, Dream. I've heard almost every one of these songs since then, and I love almost every one of them. This was what almost killed me. You see all the different, like, rivers and all the different mountain ranges and, like, oceans and stuff. That was just the, that was like, there was 100 items on this quiz. That was like 6 of the actual geography items, and then we had to list a bunch of countries. Oh, this is interesting. Cool. This is like a flashback to sophomore year. This nurse practitioner was partnering with some people in the school, and I took a Stanford School of Medicine Young Diabetes Health Coach program, where you learned about like diabetes and how to help people with diabetes and like healthy eating and exercise plans, which I should be following more, but we're not going to talk about that. A note says, "You're doing great with this. Let me know what you did this past week, okay?" Because at this time I was slowly starting to lose weight, so she was like happy that I was doing good. We have quizzes and like short forms, and this was really cool. I ended up getting a letter of recommendation from a Stanford doctor and a certificate of completion of the course, some timeline activities, and wide-ruled package of paper that I used barely any of. So that was the bulk of the actual, like, items for the classes that I needed. Going through my backpack, I realized how absolutely out of my mind I am, and this isn't an item that, you know, showcases my crazy or anything, but there's a local coffee shop, and I was having a really bad morning, and I stopped in for coffee, and she wrote a note on the sleeve of the sleeve for the cup of coffee, and it says, "Love ya," and I kept it ever since. There was a clanking noise in the bottom of my backpack for a long time, like when I would set it down, it would just clank, and I was like, what is that? And like, it was a really loud banging of glass noise. Turns out I had an entire bottle of cologne inside of my backpack. So that actually makes good sounds. I might use that for a later video. Oh. Sorry, I suck at filmmaking. We have a half-broken pair of headphones that just kind of sat in my backpack. One of the, like, earmuff thingies is missing. I'm pretty sure, like, it got removed, and then I threw it away because I thought it was, like, broken, but apparently you could put it back on. So we have my Texas Instruments OG Queen right here. One of my friends decided to write a somewhat polite, somewhat inappropriate note on the inside of my calculator, and I already know who that is, so I'm gonna have to text her. This is a Texas Instruments TI-83 Plus. This is very old school, very basic graphing calculator, which we were told we would need for geometry. However, never needed this for anything other than what I could have used a $10 calculator for, even though this was $10 because it was used, but that's besides the point. We have a planner that I once again used like 4 times. Procrastination, and we're starting to get into the interesting items. This is a 3-minute daily devotion that I would read on the bus in the mornings. Not every day, but it says, "Can you give 3 minutes a day? Your life will change and your faith will grow when you give time to Him each day." You know, we did actually never opened this. On the back it says, "We'll know if you don't recycle this package." That's hilarious. It has a bunch of like Illuminati like crap all over it and snakes. And I originally bought this for a teacher as a joke because there was a running joke that she was like the head of the Illuminati because she was creepy. And when she retired, she had kept it and she gave it back to me, which I thought was really sweet. So that's kind of strange, but now we have the items that make me look like a legit crazy person. We have, I kept this in my backpack. That isn't even like, here, I'll just show you. So yes, this does extend to, I think, 3 feet, and if you are, out of money and you need food, you can just reach across the lunch table and steal some nachos, or, part of a burrito, and then it just slides back up, and you can put it back in your backpack, and then the rumors that you're on drugs get a lot more popular. This was a day. So, this used to hold aftershave, and what is in it now is a bit difficult to explain. This is homemade holy water. What is my life? Homemade holy water. I was having some issues with a kid at school, and I filled this up with water from the sink in the bathroom and prayed over it and then took it to school with me like an absolute madman. And I was like, if she tries to come near me, then she's just gonna get like a spritz with this, which I didn't think it would do anything. It was more of a joke, but that's the same girl that wrote the note on the inside of my calculator. We resolved the argument without having to use any, exorcist items or anything of that sort. This last one's actually really cool. My favorite teacher, the one that taught history and Civil War and international relations and was my homeroom teacher, the one I had for the last 3 hours of the day, he got this from a friend that went to Sri Lanka, and that is Sri Lankan. I don't know what the language is, I'm sorry. Hindu? I don't know. But this, and it came with tea, and I would walk over to the home ec classroom and microwave a cup of water and then put the tea in this and just sit it on my desk. Like, our school has less than 400 people from kindergarten to 12th grade, so we're a very small school, which means we're very lax in terms of rules. So I got away with a lot of stuff I have no idea how I got away with, but I would just sit in class and sip my tea and get weird looks from classmates. So that was cool. I like that. So yes, I am going to burn most of this. I'm gonna keep the items like the calculator and the cologne and the coffee hand wrap thing and the fork and the holy water and the this, but it's become a sort of tradition that when school's over sometime during the summer, I take all of my papers and like grab school supplies and put it in a pile and light it all on fire. So I will do that later on. I have no idea when that's gonna happen, but that will happen maybe July 4th. That would be cool. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for letting me reminisce on sophomore year. It was honestly the best year of my life. I'm really looking forward to junior year. Got some nice sounds and some nice memories from all these objects, and got my backpack partially cleaned out, which I probably won't do like until the day before junior year starts, because to come up with an uploading schedule. I'll get it figured out. But for now, enjoy the videos that I do have up. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for how wonderful you guys are. Thank you for how you treat each other in the comments, and just spread positivity, spread love, and